Hi, hello. Welcome back on into the Heroes Legion. Again, my name is Ryan. We got some things to talk about today, of course. We're going to start with the news and trends. And once again, you know what? Before we do, I'm going to keep tweeting live. Live now. Can't type. News and trends. And then... my god, I cannot type today. Build and chill. Yeah, let's see that. Yeah, looks good. Hopefully that actually went out. Did it actually tweet? It did. Good, great, wonderful. So we've got a few things we want to talk about here. Madman in Chief. The Trump administration tells Congress, this is a brilliant idea, that it's withdrawing the United States from the World Health Organization. What? What does that even mean? We've got several responses to that same line of thought of, hold on, what? You can't do that, right? We're in the middle of a pandemic. He's going to withdraw from the World Health Organization. Can he even do that without Congress? What? Yep. Officially notified UN of its withdrawal from the World Health Organization. What the frick? What are we doing? Hey, Code, how are you, my friend? Oh, I like this tweet. During the worst pandemic in modern history, Trump not only withdraws America from the World Health Organization, but also asks the Supreme Court to overturn the Affordable Care Act. He tells us to take hydroxychloroquine and inject bleach into our blood. Maybe he wants us to die. You know, I think that's probably not too far from the truth. If there was a little bit less of us, maybe that would satiate his complete madness. We don't trust anything Nancy Pelosi says, but, you know, she's on board with what the hell are they doing? CNN's like, what's going on? Even Hillary Clinton's like, what the... what? What are you doing? Oh, here's an important tweet. There's always fine print with Donald. He can't actually pull us out until July 2021. So if you want us to stay in the World Organization, vote for Biden. That's not a real good reason to vote for Biden. There really aren't any. But yeah, I've been seeing this all afternoon. I haven't seen one thing with this story that says why we shouldn't be part of the World Health Organization, just that he doesn't want us there. Oh, except this right here. About time. We shouldn't be funding Chinese propaganda anyway. Man, some days I feel like it's harder and harder to do the news and trends. This is like a softball, man. Playing in my backyard when I was like 12. Just crack that thing and it almost breaks a car window or something. Like, great. Again, I talked about this last night, and the highlight for that is over on the main YouTube channel. I think that's down in this one. It might be in the description. I don't even know anymore. It got copyright flagged, of course, but whatever. Yeah, we're gonna keep putting them out there. Keep sharing the message. But I mentioned it yesterday. If you support this madman right here, this dope with this look on his face, I just question capability to make it through the day. What a great first story. I love seeing that he's tearing down more and more of what's going on in this country. I didn't see the whole breakdown on this Stephen... No, not Steven Jackson. The Deshaun Jackson. That's not the same thing. They're different people, Twitter. Jesus Christ. He apparently posted some anti-Semitic stuff on online. Not good. A receiver says he has no hatred towards anyone after he posted anti-Semitic mentions on social media on Monday that are falsely attributed to Adolf Hitler. Oh, on Instagram. What did he post? Largely debunked. What did he post? Can we ever see what he posted? Not that I want to go to any of these websites. What did he post? If we don't see what he posted... Here we go. Which chapter is it? Taylor said that because white Jews know that Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America's secret, the Jews will blackmail America. I don't think he actually did say that. Okay, so that's some weird, block. I'm not, yeah. All right, so he just keeps making a misstep. What? Okay. Remember that time? It's like 2006 or 2008. Might have been his first or second season. He was running the ball in. I think it was against the Cowboys. He had the touchdown, and he threw the ball out. This is that. He just signed with the Eagles again. And he just says, let's just say this thing. Let's just do this thing for no reason. So he's been apologizing all day. Wonderful. Love it. Way to shake up sports. We need a little bit more of a negative light on football. There wasn't one in all, it wasn't negative enough yet. This is important. Tom Hanks, respect him as an actor. Real good actor. But he actually has a really good point here. Tom Hanks gets blunt when discussing people who don't fear COVID. Where's that quote? Look, there's no law against ignorance. It's not illegal to have opinions that are wrong. Today. But there is a darkness on the edge of town here, folks. And let's not confuse the fact that it's killing people in reference to COVID-19. Yeah. I feel like it's important to bring up this story. And, we've been talking a lot about it because this is kind of a big deal. I feel like a lot of people are kind of just sweeping this under the rug. Maybe it's not affecting you personally. It has affected me a little bit personally. And it's definitely shaken up my entire world for the last 4 months. It's been just super weird. Luckily, I only know of one person that got it. And again, that's my late grandmother. She did pass away due to complications with trying to fight it. So I can tell you, it kills everyone. Like, it doesn't care. Now, luckily, there are people that are getting through it. But what people don't realize, in a story we shared last week, where Alabama, Tuscaloosa, I believe, is where it was, where college was, they were having COVID-19 parties. First of all, that's insane. I still think that's completely ludicrous that was happening. But what people don't realize is even if you can get the treatment and beat it, you're completely ruining your immune system. There's no telling what kind of damage you do. So even if this wasn't killing people, which it is, I would still say, hey, this is serious. It's not something we're just going to sweep under the rug and is going to be gone, disappear, according to Trump. You know, in a couple of months. I mean, it's been 4 months. I've been working from home for 4 months. I'm working from home for the foreseeable future. Like, it's super weird. In a job where I told I was never going to be able to work from home because I was needed always in the office. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Everything's weird, though. Somehow everything comes back to COVID. It's a real bummer. This is a story I kind of just want to bring up because this is a little bit lighter. Gaming during the pandemic is starting to feel like work. I'm actually having this problem, and that's not a bad thing. We're not playing video games to escape the daily grind anymore. We're playing to recreate it. I'm actually playing quite a bit just to keep my mind going. Seems like a pretty good article. It's a long read. Games that have jumped in popularity amidst the COVID-19 crisis. Animal Crossing, Call of Duty Warzone, most notably. Yeah. It's wonderful to see games flourish. I've actually played more games during this than I have the preceding probably year. I've tried out a bunch of games on my list that I probably would have never even got into. I just started playing Elder Scrolls Online again. I just picked up Monster Hunter World. Like, there's all kinds of games I didn't think I was going to get into, and I'm just like, might as well. But even if games haven't changed, we have. Playing video games has taken on a new and quiet urgency for me in this indoor time, the same way brushing my teeth or going outside to take a walk has. Something I used to take for granted as part of the fabric of my day, but now feels somewhat integral to my sanity, my rhythm, my continued grip on reality. I couldn't relate to that anymore. Oh, that's definitely a common theme. Yeah, that's a good article. That's a good read. I'll have to read the rest of that, but some good excerpts there from that one. So we had a late start. I don't know how deep I want to go into the news and trends, but there's got to be more. There's always more. Oh, this can't be good. Don't play your video. I don't want to see it. DeVoe demands fully operational schools in the fall. Not a matter of if. All right. So here's the problem. They're making all these rules. I know I saw that there was a story. I said not to play your video. I don't want to see your face. Thank you. My goodness. Bad enough I had to listen to you at the trial of the Senate hearings. Just spouting nonsense. But they're making all these rules regarding, was it people who normally would be schooling here but are would have to do it remotely, that they have to like get some kind of, it was just so confusing. I was trying to wrap my head around it, like it's some kind of waiver or something. I'd have to double look into that, but yeah, it's crazy. She says ultimately it's not a matter of if schools need to open, it's a matter of how. Schools must reopen, they must be fully operational. And how that happens is best left to education and community leaders. Okay. That seems fair. They think it will help them in November. Wrong. The people get it. Trump tweeted. I don't know what that's in reference to. Oh, this tweet. Corrupt Joe Biden and the Democrats don't want to open schools in the fall for political reasons, not for health reasons. They think it will help them in November. Wrong. The people get it. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, last month the CDC rolled out the whole plan for it. It's really weird. I don't even know if it's going to work. My wife and I have our son in daycare, and that is super weird. Like, we can't go into the building. I don't even think for like another month. We can't go into the building. And they've only been operating for 1 month. They were shut down for 2 months there or so. And it's actually a much better process. I kind of like it. But, I mean, we're talking about, you know, K through 12. Like, how is that going to work? Now, some of your high school stuff, I'm sure a lot of that can be done online. Sure. But how much? How much? A choice of 2 days per week in the classroom is not a choice at all, DeVos said, according to the Associated Press. She added, students across the country have already fallen behind. We need to make sure that they catch up. It's expected that it will look different depending on where you are, but what's clear is that students and their families need more options. Well, I don't disagree with that, but her urgency on this, I think, is maybe a little bit misplaced. I don't know how you fix it. I mean, again, still in unprecedented times. Like, what do you do with that? Not a clue. Not a clue. Can we dig out of the roughness here? Is there anything cool trending? Oh, these cats thoroughly enjoying catnip will make your week. Wow. Sure. If we've got like a whole... Oh, here we go. We got a whole thing of them. These cats look great. Oh, man. Oh, they're going in. That's a lot of catnip. My cat really likes catnip. Oh, yeah. Yep. Great. Wonderful. That cat's scaring the shit out of me, but okay. Beautiful. Love it. Nice light story there. Cats. Who doesn't like cats? Anything entertainment-wise that we may have missed? I don't think so. No. No, I don't think so. Again, my apologies. Lots of politics and COVID again. I don't think there was any... Oh, there was a thing where... Actually, one more thing. There was something... It wasn't... It's probably not this. I can't remember the exact story. Oh, but this is a story. So the story I was thinking of is the conditions for the both NBA and WNBA restart. It seems like there's a huge disparity between the women's league and the men's league. And I don't really understand what's going on with that, but I guess there's gonna be some further developments. We don't even know if it's actually gonna happen. They're starting the process, and it's just kind of crazy. But this right here, why is this not trending? I don't really follow a lot of ESPN stuff if I can avoid it, but sometimes there's some good stuff there. Senator Kelly Loeffler, co-owner of the Atlanta Dream, has written WA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert to express her opposition to Black Lives Matter movement and ask the league to put an American flag on every jersey. Why? 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 because they're going to have Black Lives Matter on the court. Okay. After a staunch supporter of President Donald Trump wrote, I adamantly oppose the Black Lives Matter political movement, which has advocated for the defunding of police. Okay, that's not exactly true. The defunding of police is actually not to fully defund police. It's to take away the excess. And there is a lot of excess. Because you actually don't need as much as there is going on. And we've seen police programs in different cities shut down, and it's still fine. So that's what the defunding of police is. It's a real big misconception. Called for removal of Jesus from churches? What? And the disruption of the nuclear family structure, harbored anti-Semitic views, and promoted violence and destruction across the country. I believe it was totally misaligned with the values and goals of the WNBA and the Atlanta Dream, where we support tolerance and inclusion. Are you fucking kidding me? She just spouted everything she just said, half of it which is a lie. I'll tone for the F-bomb in a second. And has the gall to say where we support tolerance and inclusion? What? She told her that she was incredibly disappointed to read about the efforts to insert political platform into the league. The truth is, we need less, not more politics in sports. Uh-huh. In a time when polarizing politics is as divisive as ever, sports has the power to be a unifying antidote. And now more than ever, we should be united in our goal to remove politics from the sport. This isn't about politics. Are you... This is about human rights. Human rights. In the letter, Loeffler said that she thought adding the American flag to the jerseys and licensed apparel would be a common sense solution. Why? I think if we were, you know what? I'm a proud American. I'm happy to live in this country that I live. I'm happy to have the freedoms that I have. But at sporting events, we should not sing the national anthem. We should not don the American flag. And you know what? We didn't until about 15 years ago, when a contract was signed with the armed forces and the government for millions of dollars. Millions. Was not a thing. Look it up. Though I was not consulted about, or nor do I agree with the league's decision in this matter, I'm proposing a common sense recommendation to ensure we reflect the values of freedom and equality for all. Really? Let me read that again. Though I was not consulted about, nor do I agree with the league's decision in this matter, I am proposing a common sense recommendation to ensure we reflect the values of freedom, and equality for all, she wrote. I believe we should put an American flag on every jersey, included in our licensed apparel for players, coaches, and fans. I've got nothing else nice to say. People like this that are so disillusioned with why the Black Lives Matter movement is happening really confuse and concern me. When they say, oh, we shouldn't address that. We shouldn't stand for that. I wasn't consulted. Tough. It's here to stay. Of course she doesn't understand it. She's white. She owns a basketball team. And she's a senator. So she's white, rich, and has power. Need I say more? And that's going to be the news and trends for this evening. Enjoy. As I said, I didn't think we were going to go that deep, but of course we did go that deep because I can't stop talking.